when Psalm 46:10, God commands us to be silent, to be quiet, be still, and then know that He is God. That is a great point for us. We need to quiet down from our own pursuits and desires and all the things that we follow after, and then we can know that He is God. But if we read it backwards, knowing Him, the Lord, then will bring quietness into our souls, and we believe that reciprocity is there, that those two things go together in our hearts. And good morning and welcome. And what makes that practical for us, for new covenant believers, those of us who have believed in Jesus Christ and have therefore received a new heart, and into whose hearts God is writing His word. One of these points that make it very practical for us is that God is just and righteous, and knowing Him and knowing that quiets down our hearts. In what way? So in 2 Timothy 4:8, it's spelled out that the Lord, the righteous judge. So the Bible tells us that He is righteous. But of course, like we have questions like, how, if God is so righteous, then why this, why that? Let's bring it to the greatest issue, the greatest question. How could a righteous judge justify a sinner like me or a sinner like you? How could God be righteous and justify us? I'm not going to go into the theology of it, but Romans 3 specifically speaks about it at the end of the chapter, and Romans 3:26 actually spells it out, to declare His righteousness, that He would be just and the justifier of those who believe in Jesus. I'm paraphrasing here, but the crux is the same, that it says that even in the most shocking thing that God has done, He is righteous in giving us Jesus's righteousness. When He made us righteous from being sinners, even there He was a righteous judge. He acted correctly. There will not be a proof brought against that process one day that will invalidate it. Satan can never do it. Our failures can never do it. Our sin can never do it. No time, no eternity can ever do it. And that's a great promise. And this is what I mean. When this is why it's so useful for me. When I realize that God is just and that He is a righteous judge, I can quiet down in that. Not just in the sense that I feel secure because of it, as I expressed it now, but also in Romans 2:16, the day will come when God shall judge the secrets of men by Jesus Christ. And in 1 Corinthians 4:5, therefore judge nothing before the time until the Lord come, who will bring both to light the hidden things of darkness and will make manifest the counsels of the hearts, and then shall every man have praise from God. So that's the point, that I know that He is just and He's a righteous judge. I know that one day He will settle all scores, and this is not my domain. It is not my job to set the world right. My place is to walk with Him, and my place is to represent Him, and my place is to love Him and fellowship with Him. But it is not my place to be the judge. That is His, and one day He will righteously judge, not like me, because I find that many times my hands I'm self-serving about it. I judge, but I am really serving myself. I judge, but I overstate or understate depending on what my interest is. And when I realize that God is just and He's the righteous judge, my heart quiets down in that. I get calm in that, because I specifically quiet down from being accusatory and being judgmental and being condemning, because I say, okay, so I can leave all that to God. And when that happens, a huge chunk of psychic noise in our souls, of soulish noise, just ceases, because when I stop judging, that's a large chunk of what we do every day. And when I can look at God and realize that He has taken this role on Himself and it's not my role, then I can rest in that and quiet down from these things. So I encourage you, chew on that today, pray on that today, and God bless you with that thought.